Okay. Let's test this out. What's up, guys? What up? Yep, this is Joel. I'm over here at Static ATX Records, or rather, I'm at home right now, but I will be at Static ATX Records when we open tomorrow. And I just wanted to give y'all a little taste of the new releases and new arrivals that came out this week. I'll start out just by showing some stuff that came in late. The new Sabrina Carpenter. This is the light blue variant. Kind of see the front and the back. This was supposed to come in last week, but it got here late, and so it didn't. This week we did get all of the MF Doom, Metal Fingers Presents Special Herbs. We got all the volumes. This is volumes 1 and 2. And I'll just quickly show the others. Here's volumes 3 and 4. What was this? 5 and 6. 7 and 8. And 9 and 10. These were released a while ago, and these are reissues of them. They go for a lot of money online, so it's a good thing they reissued them. This album came out this week. It's called I'm going to botch this name. Let me put it over here. Oh, you can see my reflection here. The L. Michaels Affair, or L. Michaels Affair 24-Hour Sports. I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet, but I looked up some stuff online. I guess it's like a soul kind of jazzy album. There's some guest performers on here. There's Clairo, Nora Jones, Florence Aduni, and some others. So we got a couple of these. This is the indie retail exclusive on translucent red vinyl. We got a couple copies of that. And we also got a promo poster. Let's quickly show this. It's kind of folded in half. If you buy the album and you want this poster, you can have it. We got Cutthroat from Shame. The new Shame album. Punk. It's like a punk. I call them a punk band. They're really great live if you haven't had a chance to see them. This is on limited edition Hot Shots vinyl, which I believe I looked up online, and it's like a yellowish color. Shame. And I believe we have some promo stuff for the Shame album. I'll confirm when I go into the store. But if we do, you can have it if you come in. This album here, the artist is named Lucretia Dalt, and the album is called A Danger to Ourselves. It's on RVNG. It's kind of I don't know, I call it weird electronic music, but it's really good. I bought a bunch of copies of this for the store, hoping to influence some folks to buy this. There is David Sylvan co-produced the album and collaborated on the album. I don't know. I really like this. I like the label and I like the album. We got this from K9 Records. This is the band called Dirty on Purpose. This is a compilation of 2 of their EPs, Hallelujah Sirens and Sleep Late for a Better Tomorrow. It's on 2 LP. I think it's on green vinyl. They call it seaweed vinyl. And there's also a poster. This is, well, first of all, I love K9 Records. They're based out of New York. This is the first time these EPs have been pressed on vinyl, so very thankful for K9 Records for, putting in that work and making that happen. Highly recommend checking it out. It's like indie rock, Next up is this. This is a reissue of Radical Optimism. I'm gonna have to do something about this glare on future videos. This is Dua Lipa, Radical Optimism. They reissued this as part of a series called Amplifying Women in Vinyl. It's an exclusive color variant. I believe it's a blue color. I have it on the website. You can check it out. It's just a standard album. There's nothing added to it. It's just a special variant that's going to go. I wonder if they're donating. I think that, yeah, it says a portion of the proceeds will support the nonprofit Women in Vinyl. So they reached out to this. I think this is going to be kind of limited. I don't have the full details here in front of me. I don't know how many stores are going to be getting this, but they like kind of reached out to us special and asked us if we wanted some. And I like Dua Lipa, so next up we got some industrial albums from Artifact Records. This album is group is called Dancing Plague. I wasn't familiar with them before. I listened to them online. It does have some like dark wave, industrial, maybe even a little bit of post-punk kind of vibes on it. I liked it, which is why I brought it into the store. Artifact, if anyone's ever curious, Artifact as a label doesn't shrink wrap their records, so they always ship them loose in these sleeves with the album outside of the artwork. This one I'm definitely excited about. The new album. This is going to be so embarrassing. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce his name. I don't know if it's Reese Volber. But the album's called Memory, Impulse, Autonomy. It's a solo album from him, also on Artifact. Album is outside of the sleeve like this. I've already listened to this album, as if you've seen on my social media, you'll see that I posted a photo of my listening to it. It's like a soundtrack to a dark rave. I really like him. He's a longtime member of Frontline Assembly. He was also in the past has helped out Fear Factory, and he has his own projects like Conjure One. This does not sound like Conjure One. This is kind of its own thing. It doesn't even sound like Frontline Assembly. It sounds, yeah, I'd kind of describe it as like a dark rave. Like if you could imagine like an industrial music rave, that's kind of what it sounds like. I don't have all of these to show, but Cleopatra Records has been reissuing the leather strip catalog. These I happen to have it here. The rest are at the store. They did Rebirth of Agony on, I think it's silver vinyl. Yeah, silver vinyl. And they did Legacy of Hate and Lust on some other color, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Anyway, these are like 90s era albums from leather strip, which I love. These are the albums that came out when I was first discovering them back in the day. The artwork's a little weird, but it's anyway, they're really great industrial albums. They also reissued a Klute record, which is another project from Klaus from leather strip. Now this is kind of cool if you're into country music. Rodney Crowell's new album called Airline Highway. They've been doing these regional exclusive records. So this is a regional exclusive. They said just for Texas. So they reached out. It's also autographed. They call it the Louisiana Bayou Split Purple and Yellow Vinyl, limited to 100 copies. You can see the signature. It's inside of the sleeve, so they must have, inside of the shrink, so they must have had him sign it. I can tell you that they are handwritten signatures because they look different. I have multiple copies. I don't have them to show you, but the signatures look different on all the copies. So he must have signed them, and then they shrink wrapped them. Anyway. I haven't heard this album yet. I'm not like, if you know me, I'm not huge into country, but I do like alt country, and they have some cool artists. He did a song with Lucas Nelson, which is Willie Nelson's son. I like him. Larkin Poe, Ashley McBride. So honestly, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to listen to it. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep an open mind. I have 5 copies of this. I don't know how crazy people are going to be looking for this. It's limited to 100, so we'll see. They did a reissue of Rusted Roots. When I Woke. This is a kind of I think it's early '90s. Um, yeah. So I would say I was a mild fan of them back in the day, but it's cool that they reissued these. I like it when they reissue old '90s stuff because it just, I mean, this was my era. This was me growing up, so I just like it. Um, they also featured a Rusted Root song in one of my favorite movies. So yeah. This is very cool. I believe this is also a reissue Kerosene 454 at Zero. I was not previously familiar with this album. It's just black with the track listing up top. I wasn't familiar with this album before, but I listened to it like a month or two ago when they first announced it. Jay Robbins of Jawbox, I think he helped engineer it or produce it. I should probably write down notes if I want to be all professional stuff. Anyway, it's exactly what you would expect from like early to mid '90s emo post hardcore kind of sounds. If you're into that, like I am, I think you'll like this. This is an indie exclusive citrine colored vinyl, which is kind of like a rusty color, like a dirty yellow, if I remember right. I'm not sure. Says it's their third album. Anyway, I like it. That's why I got it. We got Wombo's new album. It's called Danger in Fives. It's kind of like they're kind of like a post-punk band. I believe a friend turned me onto them. I have a bunch of their albums in the store, or like 3 of their albums. It's on Fire Talk. Here's what the back looks like. It is on Danger Red vinyl. Anyway, check it out. It's kind of a weird cover. Look at that cover. It's weird. Anyway, I like them. We'll see. If you listen to our stream, the what are we calling it? The vinyl community discussion stream. Damn, dude, it's so bad that I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We had a big thing talk about music on vinyl. Well, Music on Vinyl just redid another reissue of White Town's Women in Technology. They also reissued it back in 2022 or 2023, something like that. So it was just, in fact, I think I still have the other reissue still in the store, but they did it again. It is limited to 1,000 copies. This one's on turquoise vinyl. I think the other copy I have is on black vinyl. If you don't know this group, this is big 90s. They're not really a one-hit wonder, but some might consider them to be. The big song was Your Woman. You can look it up on YouTube. If I was professional, I'd play it right now. I'd be like, no. Anyway, it's cool that they did that. This thing I think was technically from last week, but I just got them in. So this is the Rhino Hi-Fi version of AM from Wilco. Probably, limited to 5,000. 30th anniversary pressing. Press at Optimal Media. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, if you're into Wilco and you don't have this album yet, you can consider checking it out, or you can go listen to Jason Rojas's channel, where he probably says it doesn't sound as good as the original, but we'll see. This album came out on Young Records. It's called Mecha Talk. Yeah, Mecha Talk, Wide Awake. It's like electronic music. I forget. I did listen to it before I bought it for the store, and I liked it enough to carry it. But I'm not hugely familiar with them, but that's what it looks like. This one's very cool. David Byrne of Talking Heads finally came out with a new solo album. That's what it looks like. We also got a bunch of promo stuff for this, and I'll show it. The copy that I got is the Apple Green vinyl. Album's called Who is the Sky? It says here he collaborated with Hayley Williams of Paramore, who I like, St. Vincent, who I'm lukewarm about, and Tom Skinner. Anyway, I love David Byrne. Can't wait to listen to this. I have not cracked it open yet. The promo stuff we got for that is these postcards, double-sided postcards. We got a bunch of them. I'll give them out to people. We also got posters, and I'm not going to pull them out, but we did get posters, and we will hand those out. We also got posters for this album. This is Big Thief's new album called Double Infinity. I'm a big fan of Big Thief. Adrian Linker, Buck. This is the limited edition green vinyl. I like this band. I can't wait to listen to this album. Double Infinity. We have it here on vinyl. We also have it on CD. Let's see. I do have some CDs to show. So here's the Big Thief on CD. We also have the Reese Fulber on CD. And these other ones I'll show in a minute. Touch and Go also did another reissue of the Big Boys albums. Lullabies Help the Brain Grow. I forget what this one's called. Where's the Towel? Where's My Towel? Industry Standard. And the last album. It's so bad that I can't remember these, no matter how long the line is at the cafeteria. Anyway, they reissued these. These get reissued quite a bit. It's just if you don't already have these are like, this is a kind of one of those old school punk bands from back in the day. Yeah, if you don't have them, we will have them. And I already showed that. So now I'm going to show some of the reissues or the new arrivals we got. On CD, I did get Modern English, Mesh and Lace on CD and on vinyl. I don't have the vinyl to show to you, but it is in the store. After the Snow, Modern English. I got 2 albums from Nation of Language, Strange Disciple and A Way Forward. I have both of these on vinyl and CD. My friend Angela turned me onto this band. They're a synth pop band. I've listened to this album already, probably like 15 times. I love this album. I have it on. We have it in vinyl in the store. This is the CD, and we have the first album, A Way Forward. And we're gonna have the new album that's gonna be coming up here later this month. In the store when it comes out. This album is another band from Artifact called Solo. Jeez, this is so bad. Solo Ensembles. The album's called Sinos. It's like a post-punk, industrial, dark wave kind of album. I listened to it. I only have it on CD, not on vinyl. I don't remember what it sounds like anymore, but I listened to it before I bought it for the store, which is why I bought it for the store. And these are kind of older, but I wanted to get them. A good customer and potential friend came into the store, is talking to me about Naked Ray Gun, so I took a look. This is the last album they released a few years back on Wax Trax, Naked Ray Gun. I have this on CD, and then I have it on vinyl. I'll show you in a minute. I was hanging out at the Cleopatra warehouse, and I saw this Sponge. You may remember them from the 90s. Kind of a one-hit wonder from the 90s, but this is an album of covers they did, and I have it on vinyl and on CD here. The interesting thing about this story of this album, they told me, is that the very last cover on here is called Can't Speak. Let's see if you can go in there. Yeah. Can't Speak. It's a Danzig song. And evidently they released it without, I don't think they need permission from the artist, but evidently Danzig was like, nope, I don't want you doing that. So they reissued this without it. But these, I have the vinyl and the CD that still has that cover on it if you want to hear it. It also has like Sonic Youth's Bull in the Heather, Mazzy Star's Fade Into You, Alice in Chains' No Excuses, Stone Temple Pilots' Interstate Love Song, Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon by Urge Overkill, Blur's Girl and Boys, Supersonic, is that Oasis? I'm not sure, or Blur. I'll forget, and Savory Jawbox. Anyway, I need to listen to this. I haven't had a chance to yet. And then this is very cool. I wish I could get this on vinyl. This is Billy Bragg's William Bloke. This is the expanded edition they put on CD. This came out like many years back, but I was in a Billy Bragg mood the other day, and so I looked it up to see if I could get it, and I can. So it's on CD. It's only on CD. It's got 2 discs. If you like Billy Bragg, this is my favorite Billy Bragg album. So let's go over the albums real quick. Here's the vinyl for A Way Forward from Nation of Language. If you're into synth pop, we got Groove Armada, Goodbye Country, Hello Nightclub. I love this album. Has Super Stylin', Sun Toucher. This is just an epic album, dude. I love Groove Armada, so to have it on vinyl, I like it. Now this one right here. So this is, I'm going to butcher the names, Bruder Selke and Midori Hirano. So Midori Hirano, I discovered them because they did some other albums with another artist I like named Ko. And I saw this one up, so I got it for the store. This one came out in January this year, and they call it classical music. I'll tell you what it is. It's a beautiful album. It's very relaxing. Came out on Thrill Jockey. It's on crystal clear vinyl. And yeah, you can see the sticker there, limited. This raises the value of the record by like 2 times just having a sticker here, if you didn't know. Anyway, I love this album. I listened to it like 3 times today. It's a beautiful album. Gotta love Richard Ashcroft. This is his These People album. I had to restock on that. The Colts Hidden City. Got to restock on that. I have almost the entire Colt discography in the store. Killing Jokes. Hosannas from the Basements of Hell. This is on color vinyl, I think. Yeah, red indie exclusive, red and black Galaxy vinyl. This came out a few years back, I think. So it's just a restock because I sold out of it. Anyway, I love Killing Joke. Here is the vinyl version of that Sponge album I was talking about. Also has the Danzig cover on it, right there. And here's the Naked Ray Gun album. I also have the Naked Ray Gun 7-inch single that came out. For this album, I have both the color vinyl and the black vinyl version of the 7-inch if you want it. And then, last but certainly not least, I got a restock of Chrome from Catherine Wheel. I keep getting these in and people keep buying them, so I have to keep restocking them. So yeah, that's the deal. That's what I got. I have more in the store. I'll probably do another video tomorrow, kind of show off what else came in the store. But those are the new releases. So I'll keep getting better at making these videos. I'll probably start doing the videos in the store so I don't have to do them at the house like this. Yeah. Hope you all have a good week. We will be open tomorrow, Thursday, starting from 5 p.m. until whenever, 8 or 9 p.m. On Friday, we will be closed, unfortunately, because we have tickets to see the Pixies, Spoon, and Phaser Days here in Austin. So unfortunately, I won't be able to have the store open that day, but we will be open fresh and early at 10 a.m. on both Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be open all day until the wee hours of the... No, not the wee hours of anything. We'll be open until like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that. Yeah, so come down, Static ATX. You can check out our website, staticatx.com. Yeah, see ya. Peace.